The poor man in the church. A poor man enters in a Catholic church and talks to the churchman. I have committed a crime. Father, how can I confess? You have to pay $500 to get pardon. Otherwise, you cannot be pardoned. I'm a poor man, Father. How can I pay $500? This is too much money. You cannot be pardoned until you pay this money. So you must have to give this much amount. How can I get pardon for my crime? I don't have enough money. Should I ask people to give me money? The poor man became sad. It was happening all over the Europe from churches. People had to pay money or heavy taxes to the churchman. Churchmen had become wealthier and the people were becoming poorer because the churchman used to spend all the money for their own luxuries. After this, the poor man sold his essentials and then went to the people for the sake of more money. Hey gentleman, can you help me? I need $500. I have to give this money to the Pope for my crime. $500? It's a big amount. Why do you want it? You should not give any money to the Pope. They're just looting people and it's all not right. We should not give any money to any Pope. This is not okay. The people discussed about it because all the people were suffering from the same situation. The churchmen are demanding heavy taxes, sir. You are right. Yesterday I saw a man asking money for his confession. Pope has asked him $500. We must do something. People were raising their voices and their voices were becoming louder and louder because the Catholic churches were taking taxes and they were looting the people. So the people raised their voices in Europe. What do you think? From this story, why poor men had to pay money to the churchman? How were the conditions of churches in Europe according to this story? You have to answer these questions. And the third one is, what do you think why people had blind beliefs on the churchmen? Why they all had blind beliefs? You can see in the picture, the people are coming, they are making the queues for paying the taxes. This is how it used to happen in front of the churches because they had no awareness and people had blind beliefs. There were corruption, greed, misuse of power in the church. They were becoming wealthier day by day and the people were becoming poorer. They were depressed. Do you know what happened then? Did all this continued or it ended? Yes, you can see the man here. He was Martin Luther, a man, a priest from Germany. He raised his voice against Catholic churches and wrote 95 theses against the Catholic Church. He wrote he did not agree with the ideas of Catholic churches and he nailed all his 95 theses. He nailed the document on the door of a church. He strongly disagreed with the selling of forgiveness in his 95 theses. Then what happened? The Reformation. Reformation began from here. What is Reformation? We are going to learn about the Reformation now. It was a time when the Christianity reformed. Yes, the Martin Luther and all his companions who did not agree with the ideas of the Catholic churches, they raised their voices against the church. And in this way, the Christianity were divided into two main groups. Reformation came just after the Renaissance, from 1517 to 1648, when Martin Luther nailed his thesis out of the door. Do you want to know what was in those theses? Yes, according to Martin Luther, all humans should follow the teachings of Bible, not to the churchman. We all are answerable only to God, not to any church. Only God is the one who can forgive our sins and nobody else. The person who is going to buy forgiveness, he should give all his money to the needy ones. So the causes of Reformation were the doubts of the people about the churches. They had the questions in their minds. The Renaissance, yes, the invention of printing press, 95 Theses of Martin Luther. The effects were the religious war in the Europe. Do you know it continued for 30 years? The Roman Empire had been vacant and there were two main groups in the West now. They were Catholics and Protestants. Yes, they were the two main groups of Christianity and they're still present in many of the countries. You can find the Catholics, and in some of the countries you can find the Protestants. How are the beliefs of Catholics and Protestants? You can see here, church, according to the Catholics, church has the power to forgive the sins, while according to Protestants, you can see the power for giving the forgiveness is only God have. So the people who are Catholics, they are okay with the taxes, and they pay taxes to the churchman, and according to them they should follow churchman. While the people who are Protestants, according to them, they should follow only Bible. Thank you for your precious time.